Alright, y'all, here is my 412cc 3D printed V8. This thing is big. Took about a week to print it out. Got the flywheel. This thing has so much friction right now. I never ran it yet. Has so much friction, but I can. Look at that, bro. That is a lot of friction, but I'm sure to still run. Oh my. So, yeah, this is 400 cc's, about 50 cc per cylinder, a little more. And as you can see, everything is in there. Same sliding valve system. This is my second time building this thing. Imagine you making this. It takes like a week for you to print it out and build the whole thing. Like, even my hands started bleeding from assembling this thing. You might ask, bro, how? But yeah, it did. And one thing I did different is I actually put piston rings in here, so this thing has a very good seal. But I can probably still go over the intake manifold in some areas, because that's where some air is leaking from. I can probably still go over the exhaust a little bit, make sure that is sealed up, get the best sound. And yeah, look at it compared to the V12. Yeah, that is a major difference. A major difference. Yeah, man, this thing is still got a lot of upgrades I can do to this thing. I can actually add mufflers, because I know this thing is going to be loud. I can add mufflers, make a bigger flywheel, make a different engine stand. Oh yeah, y'all. You know we had to put engine generated on the bottom of it. Can't leave that out. Shout out to engine generated. Shout out to engine generated. But yeah, this is a very simple engine. Just takes a while to build. Takes all day. You'll have to be working on this thing all day, maybe for like 2 days straight. Oh yeah, I gotta make a engine stand or either glue these legs down to the engine. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Don't want to glue these down just yet. I just need something to hold it up. So that is that. You can see everything. Like, we did not run it yet, but we're about to run it for the first time right now. I'll meet y'all at the air compressor. All right, y'all, we got it on the air compressor. Here is the very first run. Let's see what happens. Oh snap, it's trying to crank up. Okay, it sounds good. But one thing that I don't want to happen is something overheating and welding itself on, like the plastics. I did make this out of ASA this time instead of PLA, because when I did the PLA version the first time, the crank bearings, it's like 3 bearing parts right there, 3 bearing surfaces, they all melted together and welded themselves onto each other, and it seized the whole engine. and that was on my very first run, and I was just idling the engine. And I don't want that same thing to happen with this one. Let me see if it still turns over. Okay, it still turns over. All right, that's a good sign. That is a good sign. Let's run it for the second time. Definitely sounds like something needs to be lubricated, maybe. I am not sure, but what I am gonna do is get some engine oil and actually just dump some into the intake manifold, and then we're gonna come back. Yo, we just poured so much engine oil in there. Man, we actually put 5W30 in here. This is actually the oil that I just put in there. Guys, I don't know why. I probably shouldn't, but who knows? And honestly, who cares? I just need to lubricate this thing. All right. We're back hooked up. Let me adjust y'all's view. All right, here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm trying to flip it around. Y'all can just see the oil just spraying out of the exhaust. Yeah, I wanted to flip it around so y'all can see the front.
last run. Then we're gonna wrap it up. Why we ain't starting up? This thing's a little cold. Hold on. Let me take the glove off. Let me check how. Is it cold? Nah, this thing's a little hot. Yeah, we gonna let it cool down a little bit.